that time once again. You've tuned in to Seattle Connected, the show that connects you with entrepreneurs, business people, movers and shakers in our community, letting you know who they are first before they become household names like we know they soon will be. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
yes, sir.
well, let's do it. Today's guest is a jack of all trades. This man has traveled far, all over the world, literally. He's here to protect and serve, not just on the battle lines, but as well as just in life. This man is a creative soul who does everything he can to protect not only his family, but the common man or woman out there who's trying to get theirs. He's here to explain to you guys why it's important to share your artistic vision with those who might have a hard time sharing their own passions. He speaks for the voiceless, and he's a chill soul who's out just to do his thing and not cause any problems. But he won't run from any if they come his way. Please welcome and salute my man, Myles. What's up?
Oh man, that was a hell of an intro.
Okay, I was gonna ask you how it was, man. Yeah, I didn't even have to. Thank you.
Man,
You
man,
know, you
I
deserve
feel
it, sir.
Great, man, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I
appreciate
it.
you. How
Yes,
you
sir.
doing?
I'm good. I can't complain too much, man.
Yeah?
Everything is moving, so I can't
Okay.
complain.
That's what's up, Myles,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir.
And it's funny. I was gonna say, you know, were you or are you originally from Washington? But we were talking ahead of time, so knowing that you're not, you want to tell the people at home like where you're from. You know, what brought you here?
Okay, I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay.
I'm always repping.
Yeah,
repping.
you have
always,
to. I
always
like
got
that.
the hat on.
Yeah.
From St. Louis, Missouri. Actually, what brought me out to Washington was the military. So I've been in for almost 10 years, and actually today is the day I'm officially out of the military.
What?
Today?
Woo!
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's a great thing to be on the podcast. So I guess that's a celebration.
Yeah.
You know, for that. So I appreciate you having me.
Man,
you know?
that's what's
So,
up.
on this day.
What branch were you serving in?
Navy.
Navy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that something that you always had a passion for, like growing up, or did you have other family members who served?
I never expected to join the military actually. It came time to a crossroads in life, and I ended up going to the Navy, which is a beautiful thing as well because my father served and my pawpaw he served.
Okay.
So it's continuing that legacy, not even trying to, but looking back is I could look at our pictures of all of us in boot camp and it's just like, man, it's a beautiful thing that I got to share that, with my last name.
Yeah. Yeah, that's dope, man. So the military brought you to Washington. Is this home now?
This is I like it out here. It's a little expensive, but I
Yes,
like it out
it
here.
is. Very much so. Yes, it is. Yeah.
That gas is going stupid, but I do love it out here. It's beautiful. It's it's peaceful, and I like it. I like to see what it offers me. Being outside of the military.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now that you're done serving, man, are you thinking about re-enlisting, signing back up?
Oh,
you,
no, it's over.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
over.
you good?
I put the braids in.
Oh, okay,
the
okay.
The beard long.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
we
you
gone.
can always chop them back off.
Oh,
man.
no.
You okay?
I've been working hard on this little
I got
length.
you.
It's,
I got
it's
you.
a little bit, but
Yeah.
we going.
I got you, because you're used to so long not being able to. See, like, nah, I'm about to relish in this.
I'm about to. I might braid the beard.
Yeah, okay. You got options.
I
now.
got options.
You
now.
got options
what I'm
now.
saying? So,
man, so what does it feel like to officially be done?
it's a mix of emotions. It's joy, it's pain, it's sadness. Because you've been doing something for so long and used to this certain type of environment, and when all that comes to an abrupt halt, it could be kind of devastating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of going through it, and just trying to maneuver, those emotions. But overall, everything is on time. So I'm right where I need to be, and right where God placed me to be at this time. So everything on time.
Okay, so where have you been able to travel to because of the military? Like,
well, I've been to, boot camp at Chicago, Pensacola for school. My first duty station was out in Virginia Beach, and then I came out here, and we travel places along there, and I've just done deployments. I didn't get to see a lot of deployments, due to the conditions of the world, COVID deployments. and then just, you know, other things that kept us from porting. So having 3 deployments, I've seen 2 ports. So I can't really talk on the ports. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you about that water though.
Okay.
I can tell you about the water.
Okay. That's what's up. All right. So you've been around. What place did you experience the most, like, you know, looking back, you're like, that was pretty interesting, or that was a little different than I thought it was going to be, or something that you remember that really like kind of hit home?
Just in the service period.
Yeah, you being deployed.
I mean, if we talking about deployments, you know, just being isolated, you know, I don't want to get into it too much, but when you go through things with a group of people, and you have to depend on each other and rely on each other without outside help, it's just it puts a lot of things in perspective. I think that we, you know, are naturally just we have an ego about ourselves, and we might have these goals and aspirations, and we always enlarge stuff so much. But when you get a lot of things stripped from you and taken, it kind of just, it's like, man, really, I just need a simple life. I just want some toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? It's time we couldn't get no toilet paper. You know, it's like, man, I just want a hot shower.
Yeah.
You know, and it kind of it brings you back down. I think that was a very you know, humbling experience. You know, my first deployment. So yeah.
Man. Yeah, the things we take for granted, simple things. You like, man, like you said, hot shower, toilet paper,
man.
Yeah, no, that's what's up. You have that appreciation. So when you're serving, you're away from your family, you know, home life. I know there was like so many thoughts racing through your head, like every day, every hour. Like, what's some of the things that you would do that would help you kind of all right, have some kind of sense of normalcy, like, all right, I'm going to write, or I'm going to whatever, I'm going to do this or that. Like, what's the things that when you did have time to just, all right, I got a couple minutes, what did you start to do, or what kind of kept you relaxed somewhat, or focused, or gave you some kind of joy?
Well, the first deployment, I kind of, you know, they have little events on the boat where, you know, it's bonding and things like that, and I would attend those sometimes. But, you know, I just didn't really like a lot of idle time. So when my second deployment came around, a lot of my time was spent, you know, learning the trade of haircutting. So that's what I spent a lot of my time, a lot of my downtime doing in the deployment. I really, you know, I was between working my job, you know, you working 12 hours a day. I was also up for an additional 6 hours cutting hair. So I didn't really have a lot of free time. I was cutting, working, sleeping, eating, you know. So that's kind of it kept things moving. So
are you still cutting?
Yeah, I still cut.
Okay,
I still cut. So
that's what's up.
Yeah,
man, it's good. So you got like all kind of jobs and
I'm just
skills.
Trying to make it happen.
Yeah, all different streams of revenue.
Yeah, I'm trying, man.
That's important.
Mm-hmm.
So man, you know, I keep my ear to the streets, and you know, a lot of people come to me with different business ideas, or they'll say, hey man, you ever think about this, or you talk to this, or I know somebody, and your name came up several times from various people, and they told me, you know, that brother Myles, man, he actually does music. And I was like, a word? It was like, nah, you gotta listen to him. So all right, you know, I hear that a lot from people. And I was fortunate enough to finally meet you in person. And at that event, you know, got to hear you, and I was like, okay, this guy's like saying something, like, you know, anyone can put something out. And I think with technology nowadays, it's not hard, but it's something else when you're putting out something that really gravitates to people. So when I heard you perform, I was like really listening to what you were saying, because it was like something that was well written out and well structured. So I was like, oh, this guy's really like not just trying to put out music just to put out music, but he's putting out like good content. And I was like, okay, that's dope, because everyone's not doing that. You know, not knocking those who just do it because it's a hobby or they just want to hear themselves on the mic, but it really stood out. So, yeah, man. Well, congrats.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah. How long have you been recording music?
it. Recording. I think the first time I jumped in the booth, I think I was 16. My cousin took me to the studio for my birthday.
Okay.
That was beautiful. But I've been writing since I was like 12.
Yeah.
You know, just listening to Eric B. and Rakim, I say I could do that, or
Yep.
I could at least try.
Yeah.
So you know, and that's what kind of inspired that. So,
How often do you get to write?
really, really, whenever it strikes, you know, sometimes I hear a beat and write something. Sometimes I just be thinking about something, and usually those are like deeper thoughts. You know, I might just write, but whenever the time is, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. Now I write myself, but this isn't about me. This is about you. But are you one of those people you have to force yourself to write, or you just have to naturally let it flow?
It's a little bit of both. I feel like, but when you trying to meet a deadline, it's kind of like you force yourself to write. But I really don't even like writing under those pretenses. I really just enjoy writing, and just from my spirit, my soul. You know what I'm saying? And I got a friend, and we talk about the studio, and he say, "Oh, just record it like this, do it again." But once I put it out, it's just like, nah, it's like that. You know what I'm saying? I can never recreate this moment again. I just like to, rap from my soul, or spit lyrics from my soul, and whatever comes out on that paper, that's what it is. So I think that my best work is things that I'm not thinking about. I'm not thinking too hard. I just kind of let it flow on the paper, and whatever vibe that is, and however that makes somebody feel is the perfect, song or lyric, for it. So I just let it fly like that.
It's authentic. I remember Queen Latifah one time said that if you do something genuinely from your heart, it's going to connect to somebody else's heart.
I believe that.
So that's dope. Do you find it like as a release, like stress or like just stuff on your mind, or?
I can. I got all different types of song, reflective, and it's just whatever I'm feeling, so and that's what I like about music. It's like a time capsule. It's like I can hear something that I wrote, and I can be like, man, I was right here, and I was feeling this type of way, or you know what I'm saying? I had this problem going on, so just whatever it is, I just put it on the paper like it is.
Do you have any of your songs that you didn't really care for? You were like, all right, it was all right, but it seems to be the favorite of people who hear it? Because that happens with a lot of artists. You'll hear like some incredible music and they be like, I didn't even like that, but people like it. Is there some of those songs like they're not even your favorites, but people are like, nah, that's my one?
I don't want to, sound like braggadocious or anything, but I don't. People really, I really haven't got, negative feedback from any of my songs. It's of course you're not gonna always produce what you think is your best work, but I mean overall, people seem to pick up everything well. You know what I'm saying? It hits in different waves, and so I think everybody likes something about every song. Nothing that stands out too much.
Is there any that are like, out of people who hear your music, that is like always the one that they first like connect with and be like, oh, that one,
I think STL to the Bay is one that people really like. It's just a good feeling song. Yeah, I think that's like everybody's favorite one. When I run across them, Pacific Cooler, that's another one. It's a cool little vibe. People really love that, and I enjoyed that. I made that with some friends, so it's the best type of music. So,
okay, that's what's up. Do you have your music available for streaming?
Yes, it's everywhere on all DSPs. Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, probably some other stuff that I can't even name. It's everywhere. You just type in Uncle Myles, you're gonna see it. You're gonna find it. Yeah.
Okay. Myles, as far as the music goes, are you looking to collaborate with other artists, or are you kind of fine tuning your own music? Like, all right, let me just do my thing for right now, but I'll look to collaborate with other artists in the future,
or kind of just mapping out my own wave right now is definitely some artists that I like. They got a brother, Orange Goodman. He's a talented brother. I've seen him perform. You know, I like him. I think he's doing, you know, great things in the city. Yeah, I got music with Black Skin. I really like that brother. You know what I'm saying? We resonate, and I think it's more than just you know, doing music with somebody. I like to connect with people. So once I can find that group of people to connect with and really share that, it's like, all right, let's push the line. But right now, I'm kind of just working on myself and pushing that line like that.
Okay, Myles, I got something I want to do.
Right.
I want to ask you another question, and then I want to actually we'll go into some of your music and let the people hear what we're talking about. If I meet somebody and they say, "Hey, I heard about this dude, Uncle Myles," what's one song that you would want them to let somebody else know they should listen to from you first? So if someone's a fan of yours, what's one song you're like, all right, well, you're going to tell your friends about me, tell them about this song to get their feet wet?
I think, off my latest project, European Detour, the song 4 Days in Chania, I think that is, you know, a perfect, it's the perfect balance of what I am. You know what I'm saying? It's you can get the best of all worlds. I believe it's a little upbeat, but it's still chill. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, player aspects to it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of chilling. You know what I'm saying? And it's just me doing me. So if you just wonder what I'm about, just listen to that track, and you know you gonna get the pure essence of who I am as a person.
Okay. So Myles, can you tell the people at home how they can lock into you, see what the latest is, shout you out, just whatever, man? Let them know all things Uncle Myles.
So yeah, you can catch me on Instagram at Fastlane Marino. That's FASTLANE MARINO, Fastlane Marino. That's where I'm at. My YouTube's Uncle Myles. Everything else is Uncle Myles. That's where you can find me. Also, is it the time to plug? Can I plug?
Yes, sir.
Can I plug?
Go ahead.
So the Bellevue Arts Fair, I will be performing at that at the end of July. I'll be posting about that. You know what I'm saying? We still in the works. We still in the mix, but it's going up. And you know, just follow me. Stay tuned in, because I will be there, and I hope to see y'all there as well.
That's what's up. Thank you, Uncle Myles. So we're gonna let them hear some music. We're gonna give you an exclusive. We don't do it like this all the time on Seattle Connected, but this is my show. I can do what I want.
Yes,
so thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you coming, giving us some wisdom, letting us know about your journey. And I know we're going to see you here again if you can fit us in your schedule.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And everything. But, man, keep on pushing, brother. I appreciate you, you know, serving the country, and then now, you know, taking advantage of life and not just sitting back, just chilling, you know, always continuing to put your best foot forward and keep making moves. So thank you, sir. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And I thank you guys for being here. Like always, it's important to take care of others, but please make sure you take time to take care of yourself. Until next time, stay connected. Peace.
Feel good to be back, man. Oh, lucky fella. Say, right, whoa, say, right.
Looking at this long road, I just put it in drive. Now I can talk these hardships while you feeling the vibe. I've been at it for a minute, you can see in my eyes. I stayed up late nights just to follow the grind. Man, this shit ain't easy. Few times I cried, a few homies went left, few hoes to the side. I can't trip off that, I'm trying to get what's mine. Now you can't go too far forward if you looking behind. I can't lie, at the moment feeling quite divine. Now I'm in Greece, Ocean View, reminiscing the times. Flowers wrapped around the bushes, making natural twine. There's no preserves in this cup, drinking natural wine. I'm on some other shit, bitch, I'm in the wind, in my element. Elevating over everything that's a detriment. Jody said that you either buying or you selling it. It's only two ways, either wasting or investing in, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Cause you got a lot of ways to spend a lot of things, but the most important currency that you have in your pocket is your time. So don't waste that, cause you can't get that back. You can't take that to the bank. You know what I'm saying? Stay on go with it. I say, do what you do. If you ain't hurting nobody, say you doing it smooth. I'm not tripping off fads, I'm creating the cool. Must be a fool if you think I'm finna listen to dude. So I throw my shoes on and I iron the tee. See, I don't care what they think, cause I'm feeling too clean. Cousin told me something back then, it stuck with me. Say everything got a price, it ain't always a fee. So you gotta keep pushing, you gotta move forward. Even in the rain clouds, especially when it's storming. Say we can't back down when the ground got mud holes. We get our rain boots and get a bud hose, you dig me? Cause everything's a process. Flowers come from dirt, baby birds learn to fly, getting pushed from they mom's nest. Take your time with it, might not see where you stand, but when you look where you was, man, you made hella progress, I'm saying. You feel me though? They say that comparison is the joy or the thief of joy. I'm sorry, but you get what I'm saying and you dig what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? So if you looking at somebody else's shoes and you trying to figure out how they stepping, you know what I'm saying? You gonna trip over your own feet. You dig? Keep going, baby. Uncle Myles. Yeah.